Okay, so we've started recording. So welcome to Eco 501, Section 1, Managerial Economics, Fall Semester 2021, Brack University MBA program. There's two sections in this course, and I'm taking both the sections. Section 1 is on Saturday, your class. Section 2 will have their classes on Tuesday. Okay, so today's class is basically an introductory class to introduce ourselves, number one, and come up with all these the common frequently asked questions that people have at the beginning of the semester. So I think, is there anybody here outside Bangladesh? Any non-Bangladeshi person in this class? Are we all Bangladeshi people? Is there anybody here in the class who's not from Bangladesh? Non-English speaking person, non-Bangla speaking person. Okay, now I think there will be one or two, but anyhow, so what I'll do, shall I start with the slides and then go through what the course, how we are going to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, lovely. So I'll start the class. Can you see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'll share this later on since I now have your email address. So basically, I'm taking both the sections, section 1 and 2, in this semester. This is me, Asrarul Islam Chaudhary. This is an uncommon name. Sometimes I write my name as Asrar Chaudhary. I'm a professor of economics at Jahangarnagar University, and I've been a part-time faculty on and off at Brack University. So over here, I've taken only one course, this one, over the years. And these my research interests include public economics, education economics, and game theory. This is my email address, and you can, if you need to get in touch with me on an emergency basis, this is my telephone number. You can, it's in the course outline which I shared. Acha. Now, to the best of my knowledge and probably your knowledge too, the whole semester will be online classes. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So to the best of my knowledge. Now, if things change, if the university decides otherwise, we will definitely be informed. But we are starting on the assumption that the whole semester will be online classes. What I'm going to do from week 2, that means from your next week, I'll upload a video lecture. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is this one, you can also get access to all the previous videos that I've uploaded in the last 2 semesters. So but it's better to look at the current one. And our objective will be to discuss the video lecture and then discuss relevant examples regarding the topic. And then briefly at the end of each discussion class, we'll make a little preview of what we want to cover the following week. References I shall be providing from my side, whether that is a PDF or doc file or video file, whatever, or even a podcast. I will show it from my side. Acha. Only one person has got in touch with this Facebook group. There's nothing to worry. After the class, I'll send you this the slides. You can just ask me to add you to this Facebook group. Let me wait. Stop share. The Facebook group is, where is it? Oh dear. Oh, achha. Okay, so this is the. Can you see the group? Eco 501 Fall 2021.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the group. Or one of your classmates has joined. So maybe she looked at the course outline which I sent. So after this class, you just ask me to add you. I'll check with the register and then I'll add you. So this Facebook group will have a few features. Number one, if there's any important message I need to send, I'll send it in Facebook. I'll try to send an email copy as well. But the advantage with Facebook group is that people are more interactive with Facebook, and they check Facebook uh, more often than email, or at least Facebook makes sure that you check them. So this will be the one objective of using the Facebook group. Second objective will be before an assignment or during an assignment. If, for example, I see two people on my screen. One is Mr. Apurva Rai. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, and then I see another person, Acha, Fatima Ahmed. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, lovely. So if Apurva Rai has a question regarding an assignment, then if I respond to Apurva, then Fatima, then Soed Izzat, Rashid Ahmed, Rafsan Jamil, everybody can see what I'm saying. So that saves me the trouble of having to say the same thing again and again. Plus, but the interaction becomes collaborative. So that's why I would be happy if you try to get in touch through Facebook, but not through Messenger. Messenger I seldom check. So if you have any problem, you can send me an email. So after the class, this two people who are knocking, what are they saying? Kashfia, I will add your request the moment I finish the class. Don't worry. So that's the thing that we go for the Facebook group. Okay. Now I also created two Google Classrooms. Okay. So, and it's in the course outline, plus you'll also get it in this slide. So you are section 1. You just ask me, you just add yourself to the Google Classroom section 1. And the people of the Tuesday class, they will add to section 2. And the link is over here and the class code is over here. You just add there. So because we'll be using the Google Classroom for submission of assignments. You can definitely send it by email, but it's convenient if you use the classroom. It's more organized. Acha, this is something interesting. Let me tell it to you in person. Now I'm taking the Saturday class and the Tuesday class. Now, next Saturday is a holiday. You know that because of Durga Puja.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next Saturday is a government holiday. So since we have a Saturday class, next Saturday class is not going to be held. So these things can happen. So what I'm going to do in that case, the Saturday class, since I can't take it on a government holiday, I will take the Saturday class on a Tuesday. It's a combined class. Since I'm taking both the sections this semester. Now, somebody might say, oh, on Tuesday I have the class of another course. Is there somebody here who has a Tuesday class at 6:30?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so
Class on
definitely it's not
6:30
going to
on
make
Tuesday.
everybody happy. That's for sure, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but if we miss a Saturday class and I don't take section 1 class, how can I take section 2? So in those weeks, what I'll do, I'll if for any reason the Saturday class is not taken, I'll take it on Tuesday, but all the classes recordings will be available. They will be available in my BRAC University YouTube channel. After the class, I'm going to upload it there, so you can check it from there. Number 1, if there is something very important that I mentioned in section 2, because a Saturday class is not going to happen next week because of Durga Puja, I will definitely send it by email, or I'll send it, post it in the Facebook group. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Because holidays are not in our control. And another thing is, if I miss a class for a personal reason or unavoidable reason, then if I miss a Saturday class, I'll take it on Tuesday. But if something like that does happen, then definitely I'm not going to cover a lot of ground. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just because these things may happen, you can't predict what's going to happen. So if a class is missed due to a holiday or due to myself for whatever reason, a combined class shall be taken the other day of the week. So if we miss the Saturday class, which we are going to next Saturday, it's Durga Puja, then a combined class will be on Tuesday. If I know in advance the Tuesday class shall be missed for whatever reason, then I'll try to take a combined class on Saturday. Now I'll be doing this because classes are online. You don't have to be physically present, and recordings of all the classes will be shared. and I will try my level best so that it doesn't happen. But if a class is missed due to a holiday, then we shall try to find a common ground. Acha. How do we do our assessments? Since we are all aware that this is an online class, so assessments have to be online. Okay, so what I'm going last 2 semesters, what I've done, I've given assignments, take home exams. You get 2 or 3 days time within which to submit. And usually what I do, I never ask you to write more than two sides of a page. So if I give the exam sheet in a Word file, you don't write more than two pages. So it will be something that if you go through the text, if you use your common knowledge, think about a practical example, you might even be able to answer that assignment in just 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs. So the assignments will be very simple, but what I'm going to do with the assignments, I'll be running it through Turnitin, because I've had some embarrassing experiences with some people that they do copy paste. Okay, so I'll be running it through Turnitin to check whether you have done it yourself. But usually what I do, I frame the questions in such a way that you will have to think about an example of your from your own from your own thinking. For example, if we look at a concept of, say, opportunity cost, if I ask you to give you a example in the context of Bangladesh, you probably won't be able to copy paste from somewhere. So most of the questions will be set in such a way so that you are able to answer from your own stuff. So what do we do over here? Okay. Now, how do we assess the assignments? Since this is online classes, I cannot actually monitor whether you are actually attending the class. That's not practically possible, is it?
Not really, sir.
Not really, sir.
Not really, but it's not practical, and it's also very embarrassing. If I have to ask you, if all of us are here are adults, so if I have to poke you, knock you all the time, are you online? Put your video on, this and that, etc. So probably this will not be practically feasible. So what I'm going to do, the assignments will be 3 assignments, but there will be no attendance marks, since it's not practical for me to monitor attendance. The 3 assignments will be 20 marks. So, oh, sorry, each assignment will be 20. So 3 assignments will be 60 marks. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take at least 4 assignments, but I will count the best 3. If I can take 5 assignments, it will also be the best 3. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if I'll be taking that for 2 reasons. Number 1, in the first assignment, some of you might not do as well as you thought, for 2 reasons. First of all, this course might be new for you. The online education might be new for you. So in the first assignment, you might not understand. So once you get your feedback, you'll be able to understand, okay, now this is how I have to rectify myself. Another reason is, sometimes for whatever reason, somebody will be sick, somebody will have some mental anxiety, somebody will have some family anxiety. Quite a few of you here are service holders, you might have office anxiety. So 1 or 2 assignments may not be submitted on time. That's possible, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For whatever reason, whether that's personal, professional, whether that is mental anxiety, whatever. So for some reason, 1 assignment might not be good. That's why I'll be taking best 3 out of 4 or best 3 out of 5, depending on if I can take 5. Normally, I end up taking 4. So the assignment marks will be best 3 out of 4 or best 3 out of 5, whichever is feasible. And there will be 60 marks. Since the final assignment average will be best 3 of 4 or best 3 of 5, there is no scope for deadline extension or late submission. So if somebody just comes up with an argument that I can't submit on time, no problem, you catch the next train. If you have submitted late on assignment 2, you can submit on assignment 3 on time. That assignment, even if you do bad, it's not going to be counted. Okay, is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That sounds fair for everybody, right? Okay. Now, this is another thing. Let me tell you in advance. Then I'll go to the slides. When it was fixed that all the classes will be online, then initially the university had the policy that they will have a midterm. A midterm will be physically done. That means only on that midterm you go to Brack University and Mohakali and you sit for the exam. Later on, it was found that that's not feasible for the different reasons, so it became totally online. Now the midterm is at my discretion so far. The university has not given me or any of the other course instructors any formal instruction that the midterm will be happen. Now, is there anybody in the class for whom this is not the first semester, second or third semester?
Yes, sir.
In a class.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
This is my second semester.
What's your name? For whom is it second or third semester? Can you just tell me your name?
Sir, Shihab Islam, sir. I'm a third
Yeah,
semester.
okay. So in the last semester,
Second semester.
Second semester.
okay, in the last semester, did you, those of you who are not first semester, in the last semester, did you confront a course where midterm was taken?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you confront a course
Yes, sir.
where midterm was not taken?
No,
sir.
sir.
They were all taken in all the courses.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
if the university gives us a strict instruction regarding a midterm, I'll take a midterm. Otherwise, I'm going to take 3 assignments, which will be 60 marks. Okay.
Sir.
If I get a formal instruction that this is how the midterm will be taken according to the university rules, then I'll follow. Otherwise, what's going to happen is, if university formally sets a midterm, then the best 3 out of 4 or best 3 out of 5 assignments, this format will change.
Sir.
Otherwise, this format stays. Okay, and the final exam will be 40 marks. That's this is a Brack University convention that the final marks, final exam is always 40 marks. Okay, so the total marks will be, assignments will be 60, 20 plus 20 plus 20, where I will be calculating best 3 out of 4 or best 3 out of 5. And the final exam will be 40. And attendance, as I have said, that it is not practical for me to monitor, and it's also very embarrassing if I have to knock you like, you know, grade 6, grade 7 kids that put your mobile video on, let me see what you're doing. Did you wear your uniform, etc., etc. That will be very embarrassing on my part as well. But however, through the semester, I will observe who attends and participates in the class. Okay, and this is one thing that I'd like to get on. That is, suppose when we give the date for assignment 1, I will declare that these 10 or 15 people will be orally judged. For example, right now I'm seeing the names that I'm seeing in front of me: Nafis Adnan, Farhan Salim, Videta Tasin, Shourabh Bishwas, Rashid, Rafsan. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I declared that these 6 people, after the has been submitted, I'll just take an oral discussion with them. Nothing. I just discuss the assignment topic for 5 minutes with each one. That particular discussion will be tested as evaluated as one assignment. So I do that for assignment 1. For assignment 2, I do it for the next lot. For assignment 3, I do for an other lot, so that throughout the semester, one assignment will be based on an oral discussion with you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And it's not that I'm going to discuss the assignment topic. I might discuss anything else. Okay, not necessarily the assignment. I might even ask you, okay, which topic are you having difficulty with? Then you say, I have difficulty with so and so topic. Then I can just have a little discussion with you for 2-3 minutes that what problems are you facing with this topic. So this oral assessment doesn't not necessarily have to be regarding the assignment. It can be about anything regarding the course up to then. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So definitely so far today I got email of 46. I'm damn sure in the next 2 weeks another 10 people will be adding. Late advising, second advising. এগুলি আছে না?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when I saw only 46, I called Satyajit Da. You know Satyajit Da?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I asked him why is the number so less, and then he was laughing. Don't worry, it's going to add. I said yes, I know it's going to add. It'll be 52, 53. So ultimately, we throughout the semester we're going to cover all the candidates in the course over time. So this is what we are doing. Plagiarism check. I'll mention details how we do this is done. So this one we have discussed. Oh, in the course outline there is a access to the Google Drive. So if you click on this link, you will get access to the Google Drive. All the course materials will be uploaded here. So if I make an upload, I might declare in the Facebook group, please check your Google Drive. Okay. So the folder name is eco501-texts, and the link is this. So this is an open access link. If you go, you get access to these all the files there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll also upload the PDF files and the slides and everything over there as well. But I'll let you know. Now, this is something I have to read out to you according to your university's guideline. This is about cheating, plagiarism, and copying. Acha. The reason why I'm saying this is online education is new for you guys, new for us, new for entire Bangladesh. So in any assessment has to be fair. So that, for example, right now I'm seeing 2 people, one Sabbir, one Shahnaz Pervin. Are you online, Sabbir and Shahnaz?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now suppose Sabbir gets 1 or 2 marks unfairly he gets 1 or 2 marks. If Shahnaz finds that out, okay, won't Shahnaz be unhappy?
I don't know, sir. Maybe I'll be unhappy.
Yeah, you will be unhappy, but you'll think that okay, that the system isn't fair. You might fail, you might get 4 out of 4, you might do bad, you might do good, but every system has to be based on trust.
Yeah, sure.
Any human interaction, we do it on a gentleman's handshake. Before we start, we promise ourselves we'll try to be as ethical as possible. Based on that, your university has a code of conduct which is more applicable for the online education. That I will not cheat, I will not use unfair means, I will not join intentionally or unintentionally any online or offline group. This is very important because Facebook is full of secret groups where lots of things can be traded. So where answers are posted or discussed or engage in any behavior that would commonly be deemed to be academically unethical. Number 2, if I see something like this, I will immediately notify the course teacher of any such activity, whether that's online or offline, of any groups that I become aware of. And if you tell me, I will take it in confidence. I will handle it with your program director. So you can tell me in confidence that you have been aware of something like this. Number 3, I acknowledge that I may be suspended or expelled from BRAC University if I am found to have engaged in any academically unethical behavior. And BRAC University is strict on cheating, plagiarism, and copying. So since this is online, I know very well that most of you are service holders, right? Is there anybody in this class who is not working anywhere, full-time student?
Sir, it's me, Fatima Ahmed.
So we have one person. Is there anybody else except for Fatima, who is full-time student?
Sir, I'm a full-time student right now. but
Acha,
going to
what's your
join
name?
A good company. Sir,
What's your name?
Kaji Mohammed Nafis Adnan.
Acha, but you said that you are a full-time student right now, right?
Right, sir.
But if you
But
get a chance, you will definitely get into a job.
Right, sir.
So only Fatima is the 100% full-time student, I think, right, Fatima? You have no plans to enter jobs right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I am very much aware that except for Fatima, that everybody here is a service holder. So you will have your problems. There will be lots of challenges, but we will try our level best to be at least ethical and honest to each other. Okay, so we have a gentleman's handshake.
Right,
Yes,
sir.
Sure, sir.
So now
Okay, sir.
what's the next thing that we have over here? This is something I have to read every week, every semester, unfortunately. Okay. Think we have a foreign student in our class. Maybe she didn't attend today. Is there anybody in this section today attending the class who's not from Bangladesh? Is there anybody in our class today attending a class who is not from Bangladesh? Okay, there is one. I saw one. Maybe she'll attend next week. We may have foreign friends in the course whose first language will not be Bangla. So keeping this in mind, discussions shall be totally in English. I will definitely try to repeat myself again and again for clarity. Even if we have foreign friends in the class, their mother tongue is also not English. So whether we are from Bangladesh or from a foreign country, our first language is not going to be English. So I'll repeat myself again and again for clarity. However, if somebody in the class wants to wants me to discuss something in Bangla, I will definitely do so, but taking permission from our foreign friends in the class. But we will try to avoid this. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, but if necessary, we will talk in Bangla, but we'll take permission because I know that in this section there's one or two foreign friends. Okay, so what is managerial economics all about? Let's forget this slide. We don't need it. Managerial economics is a name for this course that picked up in the 1940s in America, in the American business schools. So they named this course Managerial Economics, but actually this course is basically an applied microeconomics course. So whatever we look at over here will be topics that are taught in elementary or intermediate microeconomics course. Now, most of you here are from a business background, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you've done a BBA, whether that's from BRAC University or some other university. Most of you are from a business background. Now, if you are from a business background, you have definitely done some basic economics course, right? Microeconomics.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in this course, what we are going to do, most of the topics will be topics that you have already seen in your undergrad. Those of you who are not from a business background, have you done any economics course before? Is there anybody here who doesn't have a BBA degree but has done an economics course before, whether that was in high school or whether that was in their undergrad? Is there anybody? Acha, we don't have anybody like that. So,
Sir, I don't have a BBA degree, but my undergrad was in economics.
okay,
From BRAC University.
who is that?
Mir Mosabbir, sir.
Okay, you don't have a BBA degree, but your undergrad was in economics, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so many of the topics for you will be quite familiar. Okay, and you might be laughing to yourself, why am I doing this again? Okay, but the thing is, when you see something a second time, since you've seen it the first time, in the second time you can see things with more clarity. আচ্ছা এখানে কি মোটামুটি সবাই কি বাংলা মিডিয়াম থেকে আসছে? I'm speaking in Bangla now.
আমি বাংলা মিডিয়াম
আচ্ছা বাংলা মিডিয়াম
Yes,
থেকে
sir. Bangla medium.
ওকে তারা নিশ্চয়ই একটা কবিতা পড়েছে না মনে করো যেন বিদেশ ঘুরে মাকে নিয়ে যাচ্ছি অনেক দূরে।
Right
রবীন্দ্রনাথের
side.
Yes, sir.
এই
Yes,
কবিতাটা
sir.
তো অনেকেই পড়েছে, তাই না?
Yes,
জি
sir.
স্যার।
আচ্ছা, নজরুলের আরেকটা কবিতা ছিল না, থাকবো না কো বদ্ধ ঘরে, দেখবো এবার
দেখবো এবার
জগৎ।
Yes, sir.
জগৎটাকে।
Yes, sir.
Okay, now when you studied these two poems in your school, whether that was grade 4, grade 5, whatever, then you memorized it, you went to the exam, you got 10 out of 10. But now if you see this same poem again, won't you see it in a more different light?
স্যার।
So
Yes, sir.
the main
Exactly, sir.
if you have done economics course as in a BBA undergrad, or like that other gentleman who said that he did his undergrad in economics, even then seeing the second thing, it's the same thing the second time, it won't be that much of a problem. We will see it with more clarity. So basically what managerial economics is that how do we make a decision? When we say that we make a decision, there's two components. Before making the decision, we have one set of information. After making the decision, we have another set of information. Before we make the decision, we don't know whether the decision is going to be good or bad. But after we make the decision, we will find out whether the decision is good or bad. So our course attitude will be to look at the decision-making process before the decision has been made. For example, in the next class, what we're going to look at is everybody here has come to do an MBA in at Brack University. Before you came, didn't all of you have more than one option? You
Yes,
could
sir.
have done
Yes, sir.
the MBA that you're doing now, or you could have done something else, right?
Right sir.
Yes, sir.
So before you made the decision, you had one set of information in your hand. Now that you've entered Brack University, not those who are first semester, some of you are second or third semester, is it possible for you to just move out once you've made the decision, once you made the commitment?
No, sir.
Very difficult. It's not impossible, but isn't it more difficult?
Yes, sir.
No,
So
sir.
the first thing that we're going to look at is that before we make a decision, we have trade-offs. If we can take this or this, we cannot do this and this. This is the first thing that we're going to look at next week. That when we make a decision, we have two options. This is option one, this is option two. We can choose this one or this one. We cannot choose both together. For example, you cannot do an MBA and maybe another degree in pharmaceutical, an M.Pharm together. You have to choose any one of the two. However, once we make a decision, whether that decision has been a good or a bad decision, we'll know that later on. This part of the analysis we will try to refrain ourselves from. Another branch of branch of thought within microeconomics is how does the system encourage or discourage us to do something? If a system encourages us to do something, what do we try to do? Don't we try to maximize that particular activity?
Yes, sir.
For example, if a system encourages us that, okay, you work hard, you might get a good mark in the class, in the course, sorry. So what we do, we try to maximize that particular activity. System also, every system, whether that's an economic system, your workplace, real life, it also has something that where it says that it will discourage you to do something. For example, if you adopt unfair means, then you will be penalized. So how do we react to those things? We try to minimize those things. So the next week, what we are going to look at when we talk about incentives is that we maximize things that we like, benefits, we minimize things that we don't like, which are costs. So whatever makes us happy, we want to maximize it to the as much as possible within that particular environmental framework. What doesn't make us happy, we try to minimize it as much as possible. And then finally, another topic that we're going to look at is here. I can't remember. I have to look at it again myself. Huh? This will be the book. Incentives, yellow. Oh, information. Okay. When two people enter a transaction, there's two things that can happen, three things that can happen. You and I both have the same set of information. For example, this is a cup of tea. Okay. Oh, you can't see. Can you see? Oh, yes, you can see. This is a cup of tea, and only I know what I've mixed in the tea, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll tell you what I mixed. I mixed Moroccan mint tea with our Bangladeshi black tea. Then I put a little bit of lemon, and I added a little bit of honey. So this is the tea that I normally have in the evening. Now you don't know what I put inside. So in this transaction, if you're going to buy this tea from me, I have one set of information regarding the quality of the tea. You have another. These are real world transactions that we are going to confront. So those of you person who did an undergrad in economics, or those of you who did an economics course in the business school, you came across a concept called symmetric information, which means whatever information you have, I also have. But the real world is where somebody has more information than another. Okay, for example, in a job interview, doesn't the candidate know more about themselves than the employer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it is in the candidate's incentive or interest to send a signal to the employer that I am good. This is my result. This is my experience. So when we do a CV, what we do, we send a signal. Why? I am more informed than my employer, but it is in my interest, my incentive to make my employer know how good I am. So I will try to send a credible signal. These are concepts that we're going to come across. Now, is there anybody here who works in an insurance company? In our class, is there anybody who works in an insurance company? আছে কেউ? আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, nobody's there. Now, when I'm selling an insurance policy, what happens? I don't know whether this patient is a good patient or a bad patient, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I do, if I fix an average premium for a particular insurance policy, what will happen? All the sick patients will enter the basket because they know they're sick and I can't monitor them. So what will happen in course of time? I will start losing money. So what does the insurance company do? They try to extract as much information as possible from the candidate. Banks do the same thing. Is there anybody here who works in a bank?
Yes, sir.
Okay, lovely. So which bank are you working in, Shanaz?
Bragg Bank.
Oh, okay, you're working in a Bragg Bank. Is there anybody else working in another Bragg? No bankers other than Shanaz Parveen? আছে?
করতাম স্যার, ছেড়ে দিছি।
What's your name?
শিহাব স্যার।
Shihab, which bank are you at?
এনসিসি ব্যাংক স্যার।
SSC?
এনসিসি, হ্যাঁ।
NCC, okay. So Shanaz and Shihab, the two of the two bankers. Now, if they have to give a loan to somebody, will they give a loan to anybody? Any Tom, Dick, Harry who just makes an application? No. They're going to screen those applications. So in the real world, what happens? Two people don't have same set of information. Previously in this course, the syllabus was never updated. I used to do very Oh, I got hung. Can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
So previously, what I used to do, I used to cover things which had no practical importance. So this time I've decided I'll do something that people will find useful. For example, Shanaz and Shihab, you will be asked to disburse a loan, because if you don't disburse a loan, that your bank is not going to make a profit. But that doesn't mean you're going to disburse a loan to anybody. So how do you make that selection process? Using tools from microeconomics. we'll be looking at that. I'm going to choose a university. Okay. How do I make this choice? These are things that we are going to try to look at this semester. So this thing, the information set, okay, we will try to look at it as detailed as possible this semester. Exchange is nothing. It's just that it has to be beneficial for both of us. That's it. And managerial economics, if you ask anybody who has done this course with me in the previous semesters, it's very much related to common sense in the context of real world situations. Okay, it will use tools from economics, but its applications will spill over to other areas of professional, social, and personal life. Now, the course will try to be applied more than theoretical. Technicalities shall be avoided. I'm going to explain this again. This semester, the course will try to cover topics that are relevant. Oh, yes, I've mentioned this. And we might omit topics that have become obsolete. So welcome to the course. And what does this mean? This particular thing. Do we have anybody in this class who is a Maytheist? Does anybody know the meaning of the word Maytheist? Maytheist শব্দটা কেউ শুনেছে? Has anybody heard the word Maytheist?
No, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Atheist is somebody who is afraid of mathematics. Is there anybody in this class who is afraid of mathematics?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Who said yes, sir? Naveen, you've raised your
Sir,
hand.
it's Fatima.
Fatima is also afraid of mathematics. Okay, anybody else? Only 2 people in a class
No,
of
sir.
34.
I'm scared of maths too, sir.
Okay, what's your name?
My
Fulbright.
Okay, you're scared of mathematics. It's not your fault. At the moment we enter the school, no matter which country we belong to, the first thing is if you're good at mathematics, you're good in life. If you're not good in mathematics, you're good for nothing. This is the first thing that people put into our brains. Now, this course is not going to be mathematical, but it's going to be intuitive. You get the logic?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now think about a ratio, x divided by y. If y starts to become larger, what will happen to the ratio? Will it start to become small or will it start to become large? X divided by y. Y starts to become large. What will happen to the ratio? Will it become large or will it become small?
Small.
Small, good. So we will try to visualize these concepts. So next class, what we're going to do, we'll cover 4 or 5 basic topics, and then we're going to cover some basic mathematical things that we did in our high school, but we're going to try to visualize it. This is something that schools don't do. My teachers also didn't do it. It's over time that I asked myself that how can I understand this mathematics? Can I visualize it? If you can visualize a ratio, if you can visualize how additions are done, subtractions are done, then presenting it with a graph, presenting it with the ratio equation, presenting it with a mathematical model or a statistical econometric analysis, all of these are secondary. The thing is, can we understand it visually? This is what we will try to look at. Okay, so the people who said that they're scared of maths, you don't have to worry. We'll try to keep it as simple as possible. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
But and because it's not your fault for being afraid of mathematics. So do we have anything else to say? Oh no. So this is it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me save it. Okay, so so far, how many are we today? 34. Okay, do we have any foreign friends? Any foreign friends who has come? Acha, who is Shariar Anik? Ache, Shariar Anik?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you
Assalamualaikum.
asked for the Facebook group, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you get an email?
Yes, sir. So let me check.
Okay, so you check the email. It's within the course outline. But what I'll do, since I've organized your email IDs, I'll send this what do you call it? This links right now. And in the meantime, what I'll also do, you can take a screenshot of this page.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm taking.
You take a
I
screenshot,
already
and
sent it.
then you and look at the top. There's a group number 3830171333144043. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So if you write just this URL with that number of the group, you'll get the group. You just ask me to add you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. In the meantime, the slides of today's class, I'll be emailing it to you after a little while. I'll also upload the video of the class in my YouTube channel. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Have you taken the screenshots?
Yes, sir. I have taken.
Okay. So can I stop the
I
share?
already sent a join.
Okay, no problem. I'll respond to you. If you send a request, I'll respond to you after the class. Okay. Okay, done.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Done.
Okay, so I'll stop share. Okay, and the next thing is there any question that anybody has? Today we just introduced ourselves.
Sir, will you provide a new link for the next class?
Sorry.
Sir, will you provide a new link for the next class?
You what?
New link, class link.
Class link. What do you mean by class link?
Is Zoom link.
Oh
He's
yes.
asking.
Today I provided you the Zoom link for the class, right?
Yes, but is it going to be the same one?
No, it won't be the same one. No.
Okay.
What I'll do, I'll send it by email or I'll post it in the Facebook group.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay, so because there's a reason why I'm not using the same one. Sometimes it could be that I can't start the class at 6:30. Last semester, what happened? During 6:30, it was Maghrib Azan. Okay, so what happened? We were starting the class at 7, then we were starting the class at 6:50. Sometimes we were starting the class at 7:10. So I'll send a fresh link by email or in the Facebook group. Okay. Any
Okay,
other
sir.
question? Does anybody have any other question?
Sir,
Carry on.
sir, bookta, sir, reference bookta to sir kinta hobe na sir?
Acha, reference, the book references will be in that Google Drive. Okay, the text will be there.
Sir, I don't need to buy the book you referenced. Sir,
No, you don't need to buy the book. The thing is, I'll give the PDF, but you don't need to buy the book because no teacher teaches a entire book.
Yes, sir.
They teach particular chapters of a book, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do, I'll send the PDF, but the trouble is I cannot send the PDF in Facebook. They have copyright problems. So you just access the Google Drive. You will find all the references over there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And then you just download accordingly, and I'll be telling before the class reference you get access to it. If I say chapter 2 of a particular reference, you just look at chapter 2.
Okay.
Plain text might be 600 pages. Definitely, you can't finish 600 pages, can you? That's not humanly possible. So I'll be looking at say 1 or 2 chapters. So those chapters you can print only.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So that,
May I ask a question?
please.
Okay, if for personal reasons we miss our final for this section, can we attend it with other section?
Sorry, for a personal reason, you might have to attend the final exam in another section, right?
Yes, yes.
Achha. I don't know ultimately how I'm going to take the final, but I'll tell you how I took the final in the previous semester. So we had classes on Saturday and Tuesday, right? So what I did, I gave the final assignment in such a way that everybody submitted by Thursday.
Sir,
I
can I
get your
interrupt you
point
for a
now.
second, please?
Sir,
এখানে
Sir,
গিয়ে-
can you please,
outside noise, আচ্ছা
yeah, sir, can you please mute Mr. Ishraq Hussain's mic? Then he'll be audible.
Ishraq কই?
Thank you so much. Okay, he's on mute now. Now
Okay,
you
now was unmuted, আচ্ছা
thank you.
আচ্ছা আমাকে যে প্রশ্ন করছে তাকে আমি বাংলায় উত্তর দিব, then it will be more pinpoint. I don't
Sir,
think we have
it is clear
foreign
already,
friends.
but you can explain if you want.
আচ্ছা ফাইনালের উইকটা তো আমাদের এমন ভাবে হবে যে শনিবারের আর মঙ্গলবার যে উইকটাতে পড়বে এটাই ফাইনালের উইক হবে, তাই না?
রাইট স্যার।
আচ্ছা যেহেতু আমি দুইটা সেকশনই নিচ্ছি, ফাইনালটা কিন্তু আমি একসাথেই নিতে হবে আমাকে। এমন না যে শনিবারে আমি একটা পরীক্ষা নিব, মঙ্গলবারে একটা পরীক্ষা নিব। দিস ইজ হোয়াট হ্যাপেন লাস্ট সেমিস্টার। ওকে, সো হোয়াট আই ডিড, আমি এক সপ্তাহ আগে বা এক সপ্তাহ বা 5-6 দিন আগে, সামথিং লাইক দ্যাট, I gave the topic and everybody submitted Thursday before the Saturday. That was applicable for section 1 and section 2. ঠিক আছে?
জি স্যার।
Yeah, so তাহলে যেটা হবে কি, the final, এটা who asked about the final exam? What was her, what's your name?
Kashfia.
কি?
Kashfia.
Kashfia, sorry, আচ্ছা কাশফিয়া। তো কাশফিয়ার ক্ষেত্রে যেটা বলছি যে ফাইনাল is actually the week is from Friday to Thursday. Your classes officially start on Friday. So Friday to Thursday যে উইকটা ফাইনাল এক্সাম অনুযায়ী পড়বে in the academic calendar, you assume that the previous Wednesday অথবা Thursday I'll ask you to submit your final in the Google Classroom. ঠিক আছে? And you will be given something like 4 to 5 days time in advance. Okay?
ওকে স্যার।
Okay, sir.
আর যদি if there is somebody here who came later, সেটা হচ্ছে the 3 assignments that I'm going to take, 20 plus 20 plus 20, 60 marks. I'll try to take at least 4 assignments so that I can calculate best 3 out of 4. For whatever reason, one exam might not be according to your desire, but you might have expected more, or you didn't understand something, so you didn't do as good as you wanted to, or you might have some official problems, some mental anxiety, family anxiety. So for what reason for that reason you might submit a day late or a few hours late, whatever. So to bypass that, I'm going to take best 3 or best out of 4 or the best 3 out of 5. Okay, so that we don't have to worry about hey আমি এটা করতে পারিনি, আমারটা একটু মেকআপ দেওয়া যায় কিনা, এই so to bypass this problem. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Sir, don't we have any group assignment?
no group assignments, no, because
Thank you,
the
sir.
trouble is I can't, this is 100% online. Okay, it will be difficult for me because the problem with the group assignment is not practically feasible because many of you haven't physically met. Right now?
yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
If some of you have come from Brack University, if you've done your undergrad in Brack University, then you know each other. But those who have come from outside, since this is not a physical class, you haven't met each other in the real world. সামনাসামনি দেখা হলে তখন একটা গ্রুপ করা যায় যে ঠিক আছে আমি অমুকের সাথে I feel comfortable, আমি ওর সাথে একটা গ্রুপ করব, কিন্তু এখানে অনলাইনে কি বোঝা যাবে? Unless
No,
you
sir.
know the person
No
from
sir.
No, sir.
Thank you sir.
Okay, so the thing is we can do group assignments definitely, but it won't be a practical thing to do. This is my argument.
Right sir.
Okay,
Thank you so much, sir.
any other questions
Thank you.
from anybody? Any other questions? আর কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে?
স্যার ফাইনালটা নিয়ে আবার একটু বলবেন?
আচ্ছা ফাইনালটা হচ্ছে your academic week starts on Friday. সেমিস্টার গতকাল শুরু হয়েছে না?
জি স্যার।
আচ্ছা, so your academic week actually runs from Friday to Thursday. Now let me see whether I have it. তাহলে আমি বুঝতে পারবো। Now where is the downloads? Do we have it? আরে এটা আমি পাঠিয়েছিল তো আমাদের একাডেমিক ক্যালেন্ডার। ও আচ্ছা পাওয়া গেছে, হ্যাঁ গুড, let me open it, then I can tell you. Okay, let me open that academic calendar. কোথায় আছে সেটা? হ্যাঁ এই তো, হ্যাঁ Can you see the academic calendar?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So today is 9th October. AJ, this is where your exams, sorry, semester has started. AJ, classes of fall 2021 begin. The week is from Friday to Thursday. Acha, now let's go to the final exam. Final exam kothay? AJ, abar final exam to Friday তেই শুরু, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
Acha, Jan 7 is definitely a Friday. From Jan 7 to 14, that particular week will be the exam week. So what আমি যেটা can you mute করা যাবে?
ভাইয়া আপনার ইয়াটা
Acha, thank you. So let's look at this. The final week is from Jan 7 to Jan 14. So what we are going to do, the submission date of your final exam assignment will be Jan 5 or Jan 4. And this particular topic, whatever it is, I will give at least 5 days in advance. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So I'll give it on 31st December to ruin your New Year's Eve party.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so New Year's Eve jate bhalo na hoy, with the 31st December I'll give the date to spoil your New Year's Eve and also New Year's Day. Okay?
sir.
No, sir.
So this is how it will be done. So Jan 7 jodi officially final year week ta shuru hoy, you submit on Jan 5. And you will be given some days in advance in order to do that. Okay? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So do you have any other questions?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
In academic calendar, it's showing that the holiday for Durga Puja is on 15th
Saturday.
October. It's
Very
Friday,
good.
sir.
And I think you have entered the class late, right?
No, sir.
No, you've been here from the
joined-
beginning?
Yes, sir.
Acha, ঠিক আছে, I've already answered that question, but I'll do it again. কোথায় আমরা? Wait, where are we? Every semester I face this problem. AJ, if a class is missed due to a holiday or due to myself, a combined class shall be taken the other day of the week. So your academic calendar says next Saturday is Durga Puja Chutti, right?
Sir, it's on
Yes,
Friday.
Yes,
15th
Friday,
October.
Saturday, both the days are Durga Puja Chutti, as far as I know. Huh? So since it doesn't matter whether Friday and Saturday is a weekly holiday, since it is a government holiday, we cannot have a class on Saturday. Okay, so how are we going to
Okay,
balance
sir.
this? The next Tuesday, I will have a combined class. Now, you might come up with the argument that, okay, you might come up with the argument that if we don't have the class on Saturday, on the next Tuesday you have the class of another course at that time. এটা হতেই পারে. But if I honor that, then আমাদের একটা পুরো week কিন্তু বাদ যাবে. এটা খেয়াল করা গেছে? So if I
Yes,
don't
sir.
take,
I got it.
you got it. So what I'll do, I'll take a combined class on Tuesday. But since I'm going to share all these videos in my YouTube channel, you can go check it later on if it combines with the class. And if there is
Okay,
something
sir.
very important, I say on the Tuesday, because I couldn't take it on the Saturday for section 1, আমি a special একটা notice দিয়ে দিব যে these are the special things that we discussed. ঠিক আছে?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Because ছুটি তো আমাদের হাতে নাই, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
I told you, if I was taking only one section, এটা এই প্রবলেমটা দাঁড়াতো না. Saturday is a holiday, but that week is vanished from the calendar, বুঝছো? But since I'm taking both the classes, if I cancel one, I have to cancel the other one. That's a bit problematic. Okay?
Yes, sir. না, আমি বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম academic calendar-এ holiday-টা 15th October দেখাচ্ছে শুধু।
হ্যাঁ।
That's why I was asking যে Saturday-তে ক্লাসটা কেন হবে না?
Oh, না, Saturday আমরা class নিতে পারবো না if it's a government holiday. But that's how I will be making it up. ঠিক আছে? Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, lovely.
Sir.
Anybody else having any other question?
স্যার আমাদের ব্র্যাক ইউনিভার্সিটির অফিসিয়াল সফটওয়্যারে
Sorry?
তো সাইন আপ করতে হবে না স্যার আমাদের বাক্সে কি সাইন আপ করতে হবে?
That's a very good question. I was waiting for it. Have you noticed that in the Bucks website, it is written that the classes will start Jan 2030?
Yes sir, that's why I'm asking.
আচ্ছা, এটা গত 2 বছর এটা আপডেটেড হয় নাই। ঠিক আছে, I mean, I'm going to ask, I'm going to explore whether it has been updated. If it hasn't been updated, then I'll be sharing it in my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing in the Google Drive. Okay.
Okay sir.
Most probably last semester পর্যন্ত যেটা হয়েছে আমি সেটা বলি, last semester পর্যন্ত since they did not update that date that the classes will start in 2030, that's why I couldn't upload anything in the box. Okay, but তাই বলে তো জীবন থেমে থাকবে না। We have the YouTube channel, ওটা লিংকটা দিয়ে দিলে তো you can check it in the YouTube channel, তাই না?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, any other questions from anybody? Okay, so can we stop it here, this introductory class?
Sure, sir.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so what I'll do after the class, I'll share the slides of today, and already I've sent you by email the course outline, and I'll send the video links of the today's class once the uploading has been done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if you have any questions, ask me in the Facebook group. That will make it a collaborative discussion. Or if you have any personal problem, just send me an email.
Sir, আমাদের attendance নিবেন না?
You must have attended. You must come right now, right? প্রথম থেকে ছিলা? Were you here from the beginning? Oh, has that lady vanished?
Sir.
আচ্ছা, অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স এর কথা জিজ্ঞেস করছে। দাঁড়াও, it has been addressed. Where was it? এটা তো নাকি না, এটা না, এটাও না, এটাও না। এই যে who asked me about attendance?
Sir, আমি স্যার কাকুলি আক্তার।
কাকুলি আক্তার, আচ্ছা, we have covered this.
স্যার আমার নেটে একটু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে তো স্যার।
Okay, no problem. So now I'll clarify it with you. সেটা হচ্ছে there will be no formal marks for attendance.
স্যার আমি এগুলো দেখেছি, এগুলো আমি।
Oh, আচ্ছা, so what was your question?
স্যার অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নেবেন না সেটা জিজ্ঞেস করছি। অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স
না দিলে কি ক্লাসে আসা হবে না?
না স্যার।
আচ্ছা, না, ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে যে it is not humanly possible for me to monitor. For example, right now you said at a particular time you had net problem, right? So when I'm taking attendance, you might have a net problem. There's no way I can verify whether you really actually did have a net problem or not. So attendance, there is no formal marking. However, I will be taking oral exams regarding one of your assignments. Over there, I will make an assessment over there. Okay. ঠিক আছে?
Yes, sir.
And it will be very embarrassing having to, for example, Kakuli, can you put your mobile video on? Let me see whether you are actually present in the class. Okay, then তারপর হচ্ছে আবার জিজ্ঞেস করা আচ্ছা, why aren't you wearing your school uniform? এগুলি জিজ্ঞেস করা একটু ডিফিকাল্ট না? আমরা তো সবাই এখানে অ্যাডাল্ট।
জি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, it's embarrassing from my part as also from your part. So we are doing it in good faith that you will try to attend the classes. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay, lovely. So anybody else, any other question?
Sir, আমাদের কি স্যার ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল শীট প্রদান করবেন নাকি স্যার বই থেকে সেটা?
ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল কি
শীট প্রদান করবেন? শীট
মানে
talking about slide.
ওরা স্লাইডস তো এই যে এখনই এটা যেটা আমরা দেখলাম না,
জি স্যার,
এটাই আমি পাঠিয়ে দিব, and then from next class I'll be giving the references as well, so you look at that particular chapter, that particular section, ওটা তখন মেনশন করব, ঠিক আছে?
Okay, sir.
Okay, any other questions?
Sir, class lectures will be uploaded in your YouTube channel, right?
No. Class lecture a video will be uploaded in YouTube channel, but any written material will be uploaded in the Google Drive.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Acha, any other question? Shall we stop here?
Sure, sir.
Okay, so I'll upload the today's slides, the lecture slides, and the video, and then I'll let you know in the Facebook group. Okay. In the meantime, you ask me to add you in the Facebook group. So we are not meeting next Saturday because next Saturday is Durga Puja. So those of you who are performing Durga Puja, সবাইকে শারদীয় শুভেচ্ছা। ভালো মতো নাড়ু টাড়ু যেন সবাই খায়, এই আর কি, one of the treats of puja. আর পরে দেখা হবে ইনশাআল্লাহ আবার, হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে?
sir.
জি স্যার
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Take care.
Thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum, sir.